Hey, God bless you, everybody. Not gonna be before you too long. I had this dream this morning. In the dream, there was a person at the wheel of a car, and they were a young person, and they kept pushing. Like the car was in park, but they kept pushing the gas pedal. And I was like, stop pushing that gas pedal, because every time you push it, it's like 15 cents is coming out of the car. And somebody else said no, more like $2.65 coming out. And we were on our way to we were about to go to a banquet, and I said, well, look, let me go to the house. Does anybody need anything out of the house first before we leave? And in the dream, it was like a new house. It wasn't anything spectacular from what I can remember, but it was just like a new address. And I said, well, I have to make sure that I do a change of address for the post office. I have to make sure I do that. And it was just a thought in my head. And I went to the house, and there was someone on the side of the house, and I had this intercom system outside the house, and the guy had a water bottle, and he began to pour water all over the intercom. Now, while he was doing this, the intercom was playing a song that said, whoever offers praise glorifies me, and whoever offers praise glorifies me, and that person will extol the mercies of God. So I told the guys, stop pouring the water on the thing. And I was like, if you need to pour water out, just pour it on the ground. But he was trying to drown out the sound of the water. Trying to drown out the sound of the music that was playing on my intercom. So anyway, or should I say outercom, because it was on the outside of the house. And then there was some mail that came, and when I opened the package, it was 3 of the things were sealed, and then 1 was unsealed, and I was upset about that one had become unsealed. One of my packages, it was like tuna or something like that. You know how they have them vacuum sealed packages? Well, one of them was unsealed, and I was like, man, I'm gonna have to take this back. But basically what I got in that dream is that things are going to inflation was already high, but it's still high. If you ask me, they're saying it went down, but from what I'm seeing is that things are going to go back up again. But even though things are going to go back up again, the posture of God's people needs to be one of thankfulness, because in the dream there was somebody in the dream, and I don't know who it was, but there was somebody in the dream, and they kept complaining, and they tried to drown out the praise. And so whatever is going on financially on a global stage, or even in your personal life, you need to have a posture or a change of address. Your position needs to be that one of praise and magnifying the Lord, no matter what comes your way, and God will give you the wisdom to navigate whatever it is that's going on in the world, and whatever is going on with you personally. So there's a play on words with the seal part with the tuna. It was unsealed. So there's something that's coming. We hear about the seals in Revelation. There's something that's coming that financially. Now, I'm not saying it's the seal. I'm not saying that. Could be, but I don't know. But there's something that's coming that's going to be unsealed, where the finances is going to be affected. So, and I also did see, and it seemed like a whole different dream, but I also did see a representation of someone who was very wealthy while all this was going on, and they just weren't affected. And so, again, we look to the super rich, the elite, to help us, but that they're not, they're prepared, they're straight, while we could be down here struggling. But God is saying that He will give us the wisdom. He is our salvation, and so, but our position has to be right. We can't come before Him with a stank attitude, talking about some why this and why that, and look what's happening, blah blah blah. We got to come to Him with in praise and in worship. And I know a lot of times I don't even be asking God about a specific problem, but I'll be worshiping Him, and then He'll just drop the answer in my spirit, And so a lot of, not that we're worshiping Him to get something in return, but when we worship Him, a lot of things become clear, and we can see behind the curtain of what's really going on. So that's it, guys. I love you. Remember to like, share, and subscribe, and ring the bell. All right, I love you until we meet again. Bye.